When's Santa coming to the island? Sophie asks 1,000,000 times a day. One day she doesn't ask, and deep down, I know she's sick again. A water taxi takes her and Dad to the hospital in the city. Gran puts an arm around my shoulder. The whole island turns up for the Santa boat. Hot chocolate and excitement keep us warm. Last year, Sophie was the one to see him first and shout, "He's here!" But not this year. Christmas carols float across the water. I stand in line with Gran, missing Dad and Sophie. Don't worry, Sam. You'll see them soon. Gran takes me to meet the skipper of Santa's boat. Sorry to hear that Sophie won't be home for Christmas, he says. My tongue ties itself in knots, so I just nod. I told your Gran I can get you to your dad and sister in time for Christmas. I can't stop grinning. I feel like cartwheeling across the dock. But, he continues, freezing the grin on my face, we have deliveries at 12 ports of call. Can I count on you to help? Yes, sir, I breathe. I'm coming, Sophie. I'm coming. My job is sorting presents for each stop. Dolls, books, toy trucks, and puppets. An elf gives me a lesson in making balloon animals. One island has a cool old fire truck waiting to take Santa to the hall. The hall bursts with excitement. The line to Santa snakes through it all. I make a balloon dog for someone's little sister. It's crooked, but she doesn't mind. After that, I have my own lineup. Another island and another bay. Our hands stiffen from the cold. Santa doles out presents, chuckles when his stomach is poked, and listens. One girl asks to have a baby brother. A boy wants a teddy for his sister, who is home with the flu. We motor through a swirling sea of white past ghost islands. We steer into the sheltered waters of a narrow harbor. It's our last delivery before we can fall into our berths and sleep. I wake up to a gale. Our boat is a roller coaster. Waves break across the bow. Will I ever see my family again? We pitch and shudder through high seas until we find shelter in the lee of an island cove. Half of Santa's helpers are seasick green. An audience of seals watches us fix our tattered decorations. The wind finally dies. A rising tide helps us make up time. The skipper steers past sandstone cliffs and caves the sea has carved into strange shapes. We slow to a crawl in open water. It's a bit tricky here, the first mate says. Danger Reefs is to starboard, and Miami Islet is to port. This is nothing like the Miami that Dad took us to, he laughs. It's named for a ship that sank. No worries, son. The skipper knows every inch of these waters. Once safely past, we round a headland and anchor at the mouth of a shallow bay. Motorboats pick us up and we hop out a few feet from shore. It's a good thing we're wearing rubber boots. A bonfire welcomes us. We leave behind presents and happy faces. Our pile of presents dwindles with each stop. We pass big and small islands and steer clear of hidden reefs and rocks. Transients! 15 degrees to starboard, someone shouts. All I see are whitecaps. Then they surface. Orcas! They blow, disappear, and surface again. It's dark by the time we reach the lighthouse. They must have worried that we wouldn't show. I can't wait to see Sophie and my dad, but a little piece of me doesn't want this trip to end. At the dock, a taxi is waiting to take me to my dad. I walk through grand double doors into a living room with a totem pole, reaching for the sky. Dad comes running. He lifts me off the floor and wraps me in a bear hug. I have a present from Santa, a slightly lopsided balloon dog, and a story that I can hardly wait to tell my sister.